Hey guys, what's up? I got the A-team with me. Back again, Therese Paler. I'm with Blair, Vahe, and Sam. And reporting live from Oakland. You see the background. 7 weeks ago, we posted up in front of a trash can because the Chiefs season was in the dumps.
Now we're still in a dump.
We're still in the dump. We're still in the dump.
And it's starting to rain.
We're giving them some credit, pride and poise. Because you don't come back from 1-5 in this league unless you got both. Another tough game here. They won 34-20 over the Raiders, and this was a tough one. They had to show mental toughness to pull this one out. And as we do every week, we ask you guys, hey, what's your big takeaway from this game? And I'm gonna give mine at the end. But guys, we did watch a hell of a game now. This is what football is about. This dump. Like, this is great. This is a football dump. And we love it.
Beautiful, crazy
It's great.
dump.
This place stinks. But it's an awesome place to watch football because it's football, right? So, Blair, you're going to kick us off now. I want to know, in this beautiful dump, what was your biggest takeaway?
All right, I'll let you guys talk about the fourth quarter, what happened with the 3 picks. It was incredible. But I'm going to go back earlier in the game. I thought the Chiefs defense set the tone for the game. After the Raiders scored on their first possession, they had 4 more possessions in Chiefs territory and didn't score.
Yep.
Didn't score. They moved into across midfield 4 straight times, and the Chiefs, on the last 3 of them, there were a couple of 3-and-outs. So the Raiders were winning the field position battle, but they couldn't take advantage of it. And I thought that kept the game manageable for the Chiefs. They scored right after halftime to tie it up. They stayed within striking distance. And then did they ever strike in the fourth quarter? 3 interceptions. I've never seen anything. I've never seen that. 3 interceptions, 162 yards of return yardage on those interceptions. 1 went into the end zone. The other 2 set up short touchdown passes. It was an incredible day for the defense.
Absolutely. Vahe, let's go.
Just one little element of that was the hometown hero, for lack of a better term, Marcus Peters, who I think we saw sort of a little microcosm of his career here, where he was so just overwrought, just out of control with nerves in a certain way, wanting to perform, and doing stuff he wouldn't do early in the game. I think trying too hard to swipe balls out instead of make tackles and getting penalties, kind of. And at one point, after he had the unsportsmanlike conduct, come to the sideline just inconsolable, throwing up. I mean, just and just bizarre. And somewhere in there, he got calmed down by some teammates. There was a little eye contact with his mom, and then there was this just moment I think I'll always remember, where he makes a big interception, 58-yard return, and somehow a Chiefs player. This is a rivalry I remember watching when I was a little kid in Philadelphia or Texas. Chiefs player in Oakland walk into the stands with the ball. People like letting him go so he could go hand the ball to his mom in the stands because he's from Oakland. So it was just kind of a neat moment, and that was, all those interceptions were huge, but they don't win without any one of them, I don't think, either.
Absolutely. Sam, and I think actually, Sam, you would agree with me on this. We like seeing players who are into it, like who love playing football and all that. It was actually something really, I'll say it, it's something actually really cool to see a guy kind of love football that much, like to really be into it that much. Now, to some degree, it was too much, right? You better rein some of that in. But on the other hand, hey, how often do you get to see these guys care that much? It's hard. You don't see it that often.
There's a lot of faults that I will completely forgive.
Too.
That's at the top of the list.
Yeah.
You care too much? Sweet. That's great.
Especially in this sport where it is about the money. Yeah. It's all about the money, you know? And here's this guy, you see that emotion. It's about footballing, you know?
What I remember too is after the game, and he's in his locker, and somehow like Marcus Peters has become like the post-game DJ. I'm not sure how that happened, like a rookie or whatever. But he's blaring the song where it was just like, I'm from Oakland, I don't know the song.
Therese told me I'm not allowed to use that song in my story, so yeah.
You probably shouldn't, I'm just telling you.
And but I like, he's dancing to that song, and he's still into it, he's riding this high. He calls over a guy who I think is like a reporter now in the area, that turned out to be his old quarterback from Pop Warner days, and you could just tell like he was genuinely like just pumped up with the whole day. I liked when he came into the post-game interview too, and like unprompted, like brings up like I've got to control myself, like
Right.
that can't happen, and he talks about the throwing up was apparently because he was so jacked up for the game.
It
It
wasn't
like
like
an
cramps or something. Yeah.
and that, I mean, just if that's your problem, I can completely forgive that, because the guy plays. Can we say he plays his ass off?
He
I think
does.
we can
That's
say
fine.
that, right?
Yeah. You're grown men watching this.
That's
grown men and women.
I'm totally okay with that. The other takeaway I have is like I kind of feel the same way after this game that I did last week, only more so.
Mm-hmm.
So like last week I thought was the most impressive win of the season. I think you can make an argument now that this is again.
Yeah.
I think the Bills are a little bit better than the Raiders, but here you're on the road. You have a lot of things going against you. You get outgained by 129 yards. You commit 11 penalties. I mean, there's a lot of reasons they should have lost this game. And I think a lot of Chiefs teams in the past would have lost this game by 14, 21 points or something like that. So very impressive. I mean, this is the first time where I can really imagine, without a surprising scenario, them winning a playoff game. That's the first time I've felt like that this year.
I agree, and I'm gonna end this here by just saying, hey, we talked a lot about Marcus Peters, but I thought the player of the game was the man who gave us the play of the game. It was Tyvon Branch. Listen, this game was up in the air now. Okay, this thing was for real. They were only up by 6 points late in the fourth quarter. Oakland's got an offense. Derek Carr, I called him Derek. I had a whole week calling him David. I called him Derek. Jesus. Yeah, Derek Carr, this guy can sling it. We saw him make a great throw to Crabtree. This guy can sling the rock. They were in danger of losing this game. And you're in sports because you love stories. We love stories. And you tell me a better story other than Marcus Peters coming to Oakland than Tyvon Branch, a guy that was here 7 years, was a starter, got paid money here, very good player, averaged 100 tackles for 4 years, coming back after being released after 2 injury-plagued years because he got paid too much. Tyvon Branch coming back, making the game-winning play against his old team on his old field. We get into sports for stories like that. What a great story. So, the rap triple air horn goes to him. And I'll say this, Branch, I don't have it. I don't have it geared up.
First letdown today. Sorry, I interrupted.
It's fine. I'll say this about Branch too. This whole week we tried to talk to him about coming back to Oakland. Well, he hasn't given us much. He says it's a team game, it's a team win, and that's cool. I get that. But afterwards, you could tell it did mean something to him. He still got that football. He's gonna go get it framed. That's what he told us. So, just a really cool story for a really big game for the Chiefs, who are 7-5, and now at this point, right, it's kind of hard to imagine these guys not making the playoffs, right? We're going.
No, they're going to be in the playoffs. They're still the 5th seed, and they're even stronger now. And how about they sweep the Broncos, Chargers, and Raiders in their stadium?
On the road.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now
First time
three out
since
of the 4 at home,
1995.
right? Yeah.
First time since 1995. And as always, all 4 of us, we're going to be out here. We got Sleezer handling the camera. What's
Thank
up,
you, John.
Sleaze?
Thanks, John.
How's it going? Appreciate it. And this is the A team right here. We're bringing you Chiefs news for the rest of this season. They keep winning games. Might be a little longer than we think. This is a playoff game, the wild card game, whether it's Indianapolis, Denver, Houston,
maybe.
Those are winnable games. So this thing could keep going. So we're gonna be here the whole way. We appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate you reading. And for Vahe, Sam, and Blair, I'm Therese. See you guys next time. Have a good one.